frustrating result indeed. Started off pretty bad. Early 25 minutes, it was all about United. They were pressing good. They were having intensity in their play. Going forward, we did have quite a few bits in the first half where we tried to do something to create chances to get something out of that, but wasn't good enough. I mean, team selection wasn't right at all. James Milner starting with Henderson alongside Harvey Elliott. I mean, Henderson Milner duo and worked pretty well for us. And what was more surprising that Fabinho didn't start. I mean, he came in late around 60th minute, where Klopp should have understood by the end of 45 minutes it should be James Milner getting out of that midfield. It was not helping. Creatively, we were so bad. We didn't do anything. It will look pretty dead, and kudos to Erik ten Hag, the way he started his team. He knew Cristiano wouldn't be the right pick for the side, and same would be Harry Maguire for the starting 11. I mean, Maguire has been doing quite a bit. Everyone knows that about Maguire. So well played on that front. Varane and the other defender, that is Martin, is starting for them. Malaysia had a brilliant game, I believe. Also, same goes for Dalot. He had a good impact. Didn't expect him to be doing that. I was expecting like we can exploit that left flank, that is the right back position of United, but he played pretty well for them. Yes, pressure was immense on United to perform. I mean, they lost their opening two matches in comparison to ours. We didn't had great start either, like 2 draws. That's not how you should be expecting Liverpool to be playing, right? 2 draws at the start of the season. But they showed the intensity, they showed the desire. What did our players do? I mean, defense looked pretty average, below average, I would say. Van Dijk was caught napping. I mean, Gomez was fine. He had involvements in blocking and intercepting quite a few occasions, but Van Dijk clueless. In the first goal that we conceded, James Milner was shouting, "Where were you when I went for the tackle?" That was pretty bad positioning. He should have just went on. He was just standing there with his hands folded behind his back. Come on, you got to cover those spaces. And Bruno Fernandes was shouting at Sancho, look at that space, and put that ball in. So well done from United. I mean, they could have been 2-0 up had Ilanga didn't miss that post. And in the second half, we went onside Rashford and went on to score the goal. I mean, we were playing high line. We were expecting might be given as offside. I mean, I expected maybe Gomez will be going in rather than looking at the referee on the sidelines to go for the tackle, do something about it, but he did not, and we conceded the goal there in the early minutes of the second half. And by the time the subs came in, that was 72nd minute. Before that, there was one sub done. Yeah, it was Anderson who was subbed out for Fabinho coming in. I mean, he should have started. Why take Klopp 60 minutes to be bringing that guy in? Should have done it at least at the halftime. No, he did not. So Fabinho coming in for Henderson, and Carvalho came in for James Milner, who played for 72 minutes. That was crazy. How can you play James Milner for 72 minutes in the match? I mean, he coming off from benches, more realistic. It does fit in well. He coming from the bench, but starting off playing 72 minutes. I know there are injury issues. Maybe Klopp tried to protect Carvalho. Didn't want any further players to be getting injured. Maybe that's why he didn't give him a go. Didn't start him. But Fabinho not starting, that was pretty weird. I expected at least Fabinho to be starting. He's our regular starter in the midfield. And let's talk about our goal, which came late. 81st minute, header from Salah. We did try, we had chances, but were they good enough? No, they weren't good enough to get the goals, to get a draw, to get the win. Nope. It was a weird match, maybe the worst match of the season, although it's pretty early. 3 matches down, 2 points, but still long season to go with. Maybe if we have time, maybe if we go to transfer market, we can do some fixing, get some midfielder, since our midfield is prone to so many injuries. Navigator picked again one more injury. There's injury Thiago, Chamberlain, whatnot, and having Darwin Nunez on red didn't help us. Bobby Firmino has been wasteful, and since last October he has just scored 1 goal for us. That's how bad it's been. Maybe can play him in the midfield if he's gonna help you in the midfield. Utilize him there. But as for number 9, he's not doing his job. Pretty bad. And what else could I say about the game in review? That's all I could make up. And let's hope Klopp fixes that. We get some midfielders signed, because that is required. If you get more injuries, that's not going to help us in the season. So let's see what's next. We have game against Bournemouth. and then match against Newcastle. And in case they sit back, either of the two sides, we are in for another draw, maybe not the win. There are a lot of things to be sorted by the coach, the manager. Let's hope he sorts that. Don't know what else I could make out of that match. It was bad performance. So in case won't be even seeing, I mean, if you like the video, do drop a like and subscribe if you want to support the channel further. That's it for little rant kind of review of the match. 2-1 loss.